Hello, welcome to another stationery shop vlog. But for this vlog, it's not fully a vlog. It is a vlog, but it's not fully a vlog. Anyways, you're gonna see me making setting up for a little photo shoot session type of thing that I did for my website because I wanted to add more pictures to it because the old ones, I just wanted to add more pictures to it that showcased Inkling's vibe a little bit better. But anyhow, that's not probably the reason why you clicked on this video. I wanted to share 6 lessons that I learned from owning a small business. So let's get into that. Okay, and the order that we're going to take this whole list is easy to hard lessons. So going from pretty basic to not basic, I guess. So lesson number 1 that I pretty much knew going into it is that starting a small business is hard and it takes a lot of energy. Like, it really takes a lot of energy. And it's not easy because in the beginning, well, actually this will go into the second advice. So number 1, it's not easy and it takes a lot of energy. Number 2, which was what I was leading into, is that you have to play essentially every role in the business. You have to be the marketer, the accountant, the manufacturer, depending on what you're doing. If you're making your own products, you have to essentially just play every single role. You got to do the whole social media and the whole back end of the stuff, making the website. And of course, yes, you can absolutely hire people. It just depends on your budget and what you're looking to do. But to a certain extent, you're still gonna play multiple roles. Okay, lesson number 3 I love because it is that there will simply be days where you just feel unproductive and slow and there's no working around it. Now, why I love that lesson is because it's a hard lesson to learn, but it's something that should be accepted. Even if you're not a small business owner, it's just something that you'll probably face one day, someday, or a few days where you just feel like things are unproductive. Not that they are, they just feel that way. And so when, if you're a small business owner, you're not getting any orders and there's not really much for you to do other than just social media posting, which I have had my fair share of that, and I am currently in the thick of it for that. There just gonna be days where you just feel like, what am I doing? Is this worth doing? Because I feel like I'm making no progress. Again, it's not that you're not making progress. It just, there are times where you're going to feel like that, and sometimes there's no working around it. So it's better to just acknowledge the feelings and accept it and just know that there are going to be productive days and there are going to be unproductive days. Number 4, it's okay for people to doubt you because it's not their duty or responsibility to believe in you. And I know that might sound harsh, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like that no one owes me anything type of mentality, because it's true, right? It's you have a small business and of course you want to, showcase it and everything, and you want to maybe have your friends, your family help out in getting the word out. But at the end of the day, it's not their duty or responsibility to get that word out. They're not going to be as passionate as you are about your own business. And half the times that's just the reality. Yes, of course, there are also family or friends who would go above and beyond to really spread the word about your business. But it's just that it's not their responsibility. If they don't want to, if they choose not to, they don't have to. And yeah, let's go on to number 5. Like things group together, and that is lesson number 5. So what do I mean by that? Success follows more success. And so essentially, if you look at social media, even for example, once you've already kind of made it and you have a good amount of followers, it becomes easier. The way that I think about it is kind of like maybe a snowball, or trying to make a snowman, where you're gonna start with nothing, and then at one point it gets a little bit easier because it's a good enough size that you can start kind of pushing it and making it more easier, and it grows, and then Also, at one point, when it grows way too much and it's really, really big, then it gets also really hard to push. Or you can think of a roller coaster. In the beginning, it's really, really difficult to kind of climb that roller coaster. Then you get to the very top, and eventually, with all things, there is also a fall. But point is, if you're not starting with a lot, it can be very, very difficult in the beginning. Yeah. Lesson number 6, and this one might be slightly controversial, maybe, I don't know, but that is, if passion is the only thing keeping you going, then you might not be going for long. And the reason I say that is because business just requires a lot of discipline, and a lot of times things just aren't going to go the way that you imagine, and you really have to pivot and just, again, stay in that kind of resilience type of mindset. Again, if passion is the only thing, it might not take you far enough, because there are going to be low days, like how I was saying earlier. Like, there are going to be days where you just feel unproductive. Not that you are, but you feel that it's unproductive, and there's kind of no working around that. I have felt that again myself, but yeah, these are just some of the lessons that I learned from being a small business owner. And with that being said, I forgot. Wait, no, I remember now. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and I'll see you back in another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Wait, no, I lied again. Just wait, stay here. I got some product pictures to show you guys.